Hello and welcome to the opening round of the Royal Pebble Hot Hatch Championship here at Brands Hatch. The championship itself introduces 3 classes based on power to weight ratio. However, the big news is that the 2017 championship winning car of Paul Jarvis isn't racing this year, and it's this man here, Ben Rushworth, who's put his car on pole position 2 seconds ahead of anybody in the track. But can he convert that to race pace? Let's have a quick word with him. Ben, instead of blistering lap in qualifying, 2 seconds ahead of anybody else, can you convert that to race pace?
I hope so. I did one test session the day before and we could run low 52s all day long, so as long as temps stay alright and tyres don't go off, I'm pretty confident.
That was my next question. Track temperature is very high there. What are the tyres going to do?
I'm running Dunlops at the moment for the first time ever, so I really have no idea. So we tried to put some extended sessions in yesterday, but it's still a lottery, so we'll see what happens. We're happy with our pace, but we'll see what happens.
Good luck.
Cheers.
And with that, I'll hand you up to our commentator, Andy McEwen, for all the action.
Thanks, Anthony. Here's the grid. It's Rushworth and Alistair Camp on row 1, ahead of Roger Vella and Steve Sawley, then Philip Wright and John Peerless, then Martin Ward and David Stofsky. Ben Leach and Ryan Polly round out the top 10, whilst the first of the Saxos is the number 21 car of Michael Winkworth, down on the 7th row of the grid. Multi-class racing. We've got 3 different classes, and Class C is where we see the Citroën Saxos, the ex-Saxmax cars, but 34 car grid. You wouldn't believe this is a championship still in its infancy, only its 2nd year as a championship, having been reintroduced as a series in 2016, and already capacity grids. Right, lights go off, we're away and racing, and a great start made from pole position there by Ben Rushworth. Alistair Campbell slot through into 2nd, and Steve Sawley in the Honda Civic comes round the outside into 3rd. The newer shape Civic of Roger and Vella will be 4th, and then it's the Clio of Phil Wright there in 5th. Hopefully we'll get safely through Paddock Hill Bend. It's always a bit of a worry when you've got 32 cars plunging down into that corner for the first time. Make their way round right-hander. There's number 12 machine of the Civics. That's Martin Ward on the inside of John Peerless' Civic. Druid, you can see the Honda Integra of Ben Rushworth making a good escape. He was good on his the promise of performance that we saw in qualifying, as Anthony was saying, 2 seconds nearly, 1.7 seconds quicker than anybody else in qualifying. So this man Alistair Campbell was closest in qualifying, but Alistair all out of shape there as he turns into clearways. That's Fiesta very stiffly sprung indeed, but that makes it rather lively on the rear end. It means though that you can get the power down and really punch your way out of the corners. You can see how quick that thing is in a straight line. It rockets away from the Civic behind of Phil Wright, who started 5th. It's had a really good start, but then Phil really closes in through the corner. So this is going to be a fascinating battle between the 2 of them to see who comes out on top. To Druids they go. Wright takes the wide line in. Sorry, Steve Sawley, excuse me, not Philip Wright, Steve Sawley in the Integra. With Peerless, a bit further back here, that is Phil Wright in front in the Clio. The Integra leading the way is Ben Rushworth. As the rest of the field file through, lots of Civics in this field, lots of ex-stock hatch Saxos as well, Class C. Great variety there on in. We've got the Fiestas, we've got Clio Minis in this championship as well, of course, the new shape BMW Mini, of course. So, different shapes and sizes, and as you can see, they're not standard cars, these are hot hatches, well and truly. They are, some of them, highly modified cars. The Purple Hot Hatch Championship, so some variety in performance. Some cars quicker in a straight line, some cars quicker through corners. John Peerless chasing down this Martin Ward, Philip Wright battle that's going on in front. Clio versus Honda Civic. Clio hanging on for now. For how much longer? It looks like the Civic maybe is a little bit quicker at this stage. Down into the left-hander at Surtees. The shape of Honda Civic, of course, is this Dutch-based car that's been highly modified. That shape of Civic shows some success in touring cars. 12 or so years ago, maybe a bit longer actually now. 15 years ago or so since that shape of Civic was used in the BTCC. Here it is, racing on strong alongside the Renault Clio into the Paddock Hill bend, but the Clio of right has the inside line. They'll run wheel to wheel through the corner, hit clips to the curb, that's what's going to send him out to the edge of the road on the exit, and for a worrying moment, the corner is going to collide with the side of Martin Ward's Honda Civic. They're still side by side through Druids, but if Ward can hang tough around the outside, which he can, that gives him the inside line for Graham Hill bend, so I think he's going to go through under braking into the left-hander. Yes, he does, and as long as he doesn't run wide on the exit, which he does, I'm going to say that will mean the move is made stick, but actually the Clio gets back alongside him on the running towards Surtees, stays in front though, so good move made there by Phil Wright. Took him nearly a lap to execute, then he gets a bit out of shape going into clearways, and so Phil Wright gets back at the inside of Martin Ward, very nearly into clearways, although he hangs on as they come back across the start-finish line to begin another lap. So what can Philip Wright do? Can he fight back again? This is John Peerless though in the white and pink Civic, closing in, started fourth on the grid, slipped back off the start, but he's going to be keen to try and gain some ground here. Oh, a real lunge up the inside there of Phil Wright. That was last of the late breakers, but can he make the move stick? Because the next two corners are left-handers. He ran right out to the edge of the road there. I think he was trying to ease Phil Wright out onto the grass. It didn't work though. Wright comes back at him at Graham Hill bend. It doesn't run too wide on the exit, so the Clio was in front for the time being. Having out-qualified Peerless by only 0.2 of a second, though we expect these two to be fairly evenly matched, and that is proven to be the case. The Clio very wayward though. One of these cars very stiffly sprung at the rear, and that makes them a real handful turning in under braking like they are into that corner. Check back in with some of the midfield action. There is action plenty wherever you look throughout this field. A couple of the Saxons getting themselves together here actually through the midfield battles, and a change of position there. So that was the number 11 car of Ian Williamson going past, gaining position at the expense of the number 23 of Jordan Holmes. So they may well be the top two Citroens in the race at the moment as well. Holmes coming back though. Holmes is not in one of the Sax Max cars. Oh no, 3 cars off up at Clearways. 4 cars, so 77, 68 and 26 they are. So 77 is Chris Bicknell, one of them. And unfortunately, Ray Kearney was another one as well I saw. That could require a red flag. There was another car off the gravel a bit further up the road as well. I'm not entirely sure how that happened, but well, we'll wait and see. The point I was making is that Jordan Holmes' car is not one of the old Sax Max cars. That is a more highly modified Citroen Saxo, but the red flags are out, so he won't be able to stretch his legs at the moment. The race is being put on ice temporarily whilst they clear up those 4 cars from the gravel trap up at Clearways. Simply to try and save time really, rather than running the rest of the race on the safety car. Throw a red flag, group everyone back together on the grid, and then we can go again over a shortened race distance. They've done enough laps that it won't go back to the original grid, so they'll restart the way in which they're running now. But at 26 with the other car there, which was Ivor Mayers in his BMW Compact. Ready for a restart, and the big news is that Ben Rushworth is not there for the restart. His car had stopped just before red flag came out, so it's going to be Alistair Camp on his own on row 1. Away we go. We have a shortened race distance now, so we'll wait and see whether Alistair can hang on to race victory on board with Joe Ben further back in his Ford Fiesta. But side by side for the lead here, Alistair Camp and Steve Sawley. And Steve Sawley, as we documented earlier on in the race, that car not as quick in a straight line as the Fiesta is, but it is very good through the course. You can see the cement dust that's been laid down, I think, as a result of Rushworth's engine issues. On board with Matt McCarthy here, dicing away with Alex Tate in front of us. Dropping down the hill in towards Graham Hill bend, all a bit sideways, a bit skatey there, or some of the fluid that's been laid down maybe. I think they'll just about run away with that. On board again with Joe Ben. As he makes his way out of out of Graham Hill bend down the Cooper Straight. This day is the battle for the race lead. Alistair Camp in the ill-handling Fiesta versus Steve Sawley in the slightly breathless Honda Civic. So the Fiesta definitely has the advantage in a straight line, and it's very, very hard to overtake a car that is quicker than you in a straight line, because it doesn't matter how quick you are through the corners, even if you catch them through the corners, you've got nowhere to go. Oh, but that'll help though, because Camp is all out of shape. Paddock Hill bend, he's out almost in the gravel trap, but such was the margin that he built up down the pit straight, he was able to have that big moment and keep Steve Sawley at bay. Rodram Vella there in the orange Civic is still in third position, and then we're on board here with John Peerless in 5th place. Martin Ward ahead of us in 4th. Oh, into the barriers, unfortunately, is, I think that was car number 46, potentially, Leon Shepherd. Just get confirmation of that. Yes, it was Leon Shepherd, unfortunately, in the barriers. As we're side by side for the race lead again, Sawley has his nose ahead onto the straight, but we know what's coming next because Alistair Camp has the straight line speed, and if that had been the final lap, Camp would have led across the line. So even if Sawley gets alongside in the last corner, gets ahead of the last corner, the chances are he's not going to be able to make the move stick by the line. Camp's car again there is very wayward, and this time Sawley's on the inside in towards Druid's corner. This could be really important. Is he late enough on the brakes to take the place back? Side by side, they almost lean on each other. Sawley, well, actually was very, very gentle with Alistair Camp there. He could have ran right out wide and pushed Camp onto the grass, but he didn't. He left Alistair room, and so therefore the Fiesta stays in front again. Brilliant racing this is between the two of them, though. If they keep tripping over each other, Roger and Velli, and Imagine could close in, but these two do seem to have the pace over the Welshman in the background. Back towards Clearys, this is where Sawley has a chance to get on the inside, maybe, but this time Camp is not quite as wide. And now he'll start to stretch his legs on the pit straight again. Running out of time now as well, of course. The restart expected to be over 5 minutes, so whether Steve Sawley is going to have the time to do this, I'm not too sure. To Paddock again, and Alistair Camp right out over the curb. Fiesta really does not have a hand. It worked well at some of the faster, more open and flowing circuits we'll visit this year. The Silverstones, for example, Snettertons of the world, but on this tight, technical and twisted Brands Hatch Indy circuit, it is rather tricky to get that thing around here without making any mistakes. The slightest mistake, and Steve Sawley will be up the inside. This is the part of the circuit where Sawley has the advantage because it's all corners now. Surtees, McLaren, Clearways, Clark Curve, all sort of rolling from one to the other. As long as Camp doesn't make a mistake, I don't see where Sawley's going to make the move stick. Back out onto the pit straight again. And Alistair Camp moves his way towards the start-finish line. And he never really has to defend into Paddock Hill then because he's always built up enough of a gap over the pit straight. That Sawley can't get close enough to outbraking. There's Vella still in 3rd, and battle for 4th between Martin Ward and John Peerless is a little bit closer now. Peerless has definitely caught the Civic, and the same shape Civic. Peerless's car without that add-on rear wing. Ward hoping to use that to give a bit more rear end stability, presumably. Rear end stability there over the curve. Peerless gets up the inside, and that extra downforce and drag from the rear wing means that Peerless's car is probably a bit quicker than the Ward machine. And well, Ward hangs on for now, but for how much longer? Runs wide again. Peerless up the inside. This time I think he's done it. Yes, John Peerless goes through into 4th place. You can sort of see that coming. He looked quicker, was applying the pressure, and in the end, Martin Ward made the mistake and let him through. Across the line we go. We're on to the final lap of the race though, and this battle for the lead is not over yet because Steve Sawley is going to continue applying the pressure here to Alistair Camp, and there is traffic ahead as well. Now, you'd imagine that maybe the more nimble and agile Honda Civic might have a bit of an edge when dealing with traffic. Negotiated that back marker fairly easily on the Druids. There's another one ahead though that's going to catch through the final couple of corners. So let's see. Sawley, oh yes, this is not the place to catch a back marker. Right through the middle of Surtees. This is where Sawley is weak anyway. He's going to have to defend it towards Clearways because you know that, where Camp is weak. This is where Sawley is strong and Camp runs out wide. Steve Sawley up the inside line as they come towards the start-finish line. It's going to be a drag race to the line. Steve does have his nose in front. Can he hang on to the start-finish line? The checkered flag awaits, but the speed of the Fiesta keeps Alistair Camp in front. And he is victorious in round 1 of the Royal Purple Hot Hatch Championship. Sawley is 2nd, Vella 3rd from Peerless Ward at the top 5. Ahead of Phil Wright, Ben Rushworth did actually get there in 7th place, having started from the back, ahead of David Sadowski in 8th place. Outside the top 10, Michael Winkworth, Dawn Boyd, Jordan Holmes, Ian Williamson, and Paul Kane. We've got most of the cars that took the restart to the finish. We lost Ryan Polly. For the red flag, we lost Ivan Bears, Rob Fagg, Paul Waterhouse, Leon Shepherd, Ben Leach, another retirement as well as Adam Reed, Ray Kearney, Marcus Bicknell, and Chris Bicknell, their pair of Citroen Saxos.
Well happy with the victory, but like I say, going into tomorrow I think we'll be fighting again with Ben, but hopefully try and get with him this time. The start today wasn't good enough really, but
Rodrin, you started third on the grid, finished third. Tough race in the end.
Yes, especially in these conditions, and that restart took really long in this hot weather. But first race in the hot hatch and coming up with a third and first in class, so not bad.